Right now, and new at 6, sinister signs.
It's incumbent upon the police bureau and arson investigators to investigate what's going on.
Where officials confiscated threatening signs targeting people living in RVs. Plus, surprise ruling.
I came home and my home was gone. I was in total shock.
Why a judge just ruled Seattle had no right to tow a man's truck even though he broke the 72-hour parking rule.
This is K2 News at 6 on your side.
At least they'll have a lead on whatever it is that's out there and whoever it is that's out there.
New at 6, signs that appear to threaten to set fire to RVs parked along a northeast Portland street spark an official investigation. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Deborah Knapp.
And I'm Steve Dunn. K2's Bob High is live now near northeast Lombard Street where those signs were up this morning. And Bob, the signs gone now?
Yeah, Steve, police took them down as evidence to hand over to arson investigators with the Portland Fire Bureau, who are trying to find out who put those signs up. One neighbor said they first noticed the two signs handwritten in black marker on cardboard about a week ago along this part of busy northeast Lombard Street near 29th Avenue. The volatile message to anyone parking an RV here is clear.
RV, you park, you burn. What in the world?
Regina Williams lives in the neighborhood near where the signs were posted. She knows that people parking and living in RVs along this part of northeast Lombard is a problem. But she says apparently threatening to torch those vehicles goes way too far.
And irregardless of what another person has done to bring something like this is violent. And this is something that we as a neighbor, we definitely don't want to be around people that are coming into the neighborhood, but yet we're not the only neighborhood affected.
The signs that were still along Lombard early Tuesday morning were gone hours later. Portland police took them down as evidence, then handed them over to Portland Fire Bureau arson investigators.
They are going to have extra patrols in the area.
Sergeant Chris Burley says police don't know of any attempts so far to set fire to any RVs parked along the street here, but adds posting this kind of message is not the answer.
There's different avenues that people can go through to make sure that those types of situations are handled, and they're handled within the parameters of the law.
Back at Regina Williams' home,
Having people to come here, Northwest Country Community Outreach,
where she collects donated clothing for the Portland Police Sunshine Division to give to the homeless, she hopes whoever put up these signs faces consequences.
they need to do something, do community service. They need to just get it, first of all, get some help mentally.
Portland's Bureau of Transportation says it hasn't had many complaints about RVs parking in this section of Lombard, only 11 over the last 12 months, and has never had to tow any of those. Either they've been moved before they got here or they moved after getting a warning. Portland police say the officers that removed those signs also canvassed the neighborhood looking for tips on who may have posted those messages. Live in Northeast Portland, Bob High, K2 News.
All right, Bob, thank you. Also, a judge rules in favor of a homeless man who sued Seattle after his truck was impounded. Stephen Long's truck was towed in 2016 from a Seattle lot after Long violated the city's 72-hour parking rule. He took his case to Columbia Legal Services, who covered the case pro bono. Under Washington law, vehicles and boats can be considered homes. So because Long lived in his truck, it was his home and protected from impound.
Individuals who are using vehicles as homes will have the ability to define their vehicle as a home and to let either the police know or magistrates know that this is their home and can't be held.
And I sure hope that no one goes through what I had to go through.
Vehicles like that can still get parking tickets. So the city attorney's office says it doesn't agree with that ruling and is evaluating their options.
Take a look at this sprawling homeless camp in Salem. This viewer video shows there are parts of the path totally blocked with trash. So we wanted to know what the city is doing to solve the growing homeless issue in Salem.
K2's Reed Andrews is live for us there now. And Reed, community leaders are meeting right now to talk about this.
Well, that's right. And the city says it did a survey and found that residents here in Salem say the #1 issue is homelessness in Salem. So now the city is working on getting people off the streets. Up a ramp lined with tents, people's possessions almost blend in with the trash. The video was posted on Facebook, and the images were bad enough Nicholas McFawn drove to Riverfront Park just to see it himself.
And it's definitely everything the guy said it was in the video.
A couple dozen people are living here at the camp, which popped up about 6 weeks ago.
Sad, and definitely something needs to happen.
Campers have about a week before ODOT clears the site, and already homeless advocates are working to find them a place to go.
Saved me from the streets and sent me back to be able to help these folks and say there is hope, you know, because I was that person that was written off, that was called worthless, unreachable, lost cause, hopeless, and unlovable.
Salem officials say to tackle the wide-ranging homeless issue, they need help from nonprofits and businesses.
The unfortunate thing is that by society, they've been invisible for a long time.
The city's task force is looking for input from the community on solutions. Javier has lived at this camp for a few days. He has some ideas.
If we could build something that will benefit the people so that the people in the homeless community take care of it.
The city says it's exploring that option, but doesn't know where a more permanent self-contained camp would go. Salem leaders say they're hoping to open a sobering center, which allows police to get homeless people off the streets when they're having a rough night without having to put them in jail.
To get that sobering center built, bring the people there, help them sober up, and then connect them with resources that will help them get into a better situation.
Now, the Homelessness Task Force meeting started just a few minutes ago at the Salem Public Library downtown. If you can't make this one, there's another one in 2 weeks, same place, Salem Public Library, same time, 6 o'clock. We're live in Salem. Reed Andrews, K2 News.
Reed, thank you. And we started looking into this story after getting a Facebook message from a viewer like you. If there's something you think we should look into, send us a message on Facebook or Twitter, or email us at newstips@katu.com.
This story brand new at 6 now. A former Seattle resident admitted to killing 4 people across the U.S. Ali Mohammed Brown claimed he was on a jihad to avenge U.S. policy in the Middle East. Today, he entered a guilty plea to killing a college student in New Jersey. He also confessed to killing 3 other people in Washington state. He said he killed 2 of them because he believed they were gay. Brown pleaded guilty to the New Jersey charges, but is yet to make a plea in the Washington cases.
A community in Puget Sound and investigators are looking for answers tonight after a woman's body was found near a bunker on Camino Island. Investigators spent the day going through evidence, and now it needs to be analyzed. That bunker was dug into the hillside, filled with supplies, guns, and ammunition. The Island County Sheriff says the woman had likely been dead for several days when someone made the discovery late last week. They think she was targeted. Investigators haven't released any information on how she died or a possible suspect or motive, leaving neighbors on edge.
We're all very close, so something like this happening is just kind of shocking, and then wondering, oh my gosh, is it somebody we know?
Exactly.
And where is the person that did this to her?
Other neighbors say it makes them uneasy to live so close but not have any information on what happened. An autopsy on the woman's body is underway. The sheriff says it will be fairly extensive, and detectives hope to identify a person of interest soon.
Also, the state today released new numbers from its school safety tip reporting system called Safe Oregon. Last fall, the state received 124 tips. From December to February of this year, 381 tips were made.
K2's Chris Lytle is live at Clackamas High School in Happy Valley. And Chris, the North Clackamas School District signed on to Safe Oregon.
Deb, Steve, in fact, several months ago, they feel that Safe Oregon, this program provides a safe and anonymous place where students can report threats to school safety, for harassment and for bullying. But some students and some parents we talked to today say they had never heard of Safe Oregon before. Clackamas County Sheriff Craig Roberts, who's taken this program under his wing, admits they have had some trouble in connecting with some students and parents. They say they are working with schools who have enrolled to raise awareness by organizing student-led campaigns and getting districts to place helpful information about the program online. So far, 910 out of Oregon's 1,200 public and private schools joined, most recently Salem Kaiser School District on March 1st. Some districts like Salem Kaiser were worried the young, underfunded program could not successfully accommodate thousands of students, while other schools tell us they say they already have good systems in place. No matter the system schools choose to use, FBI Special Agent in charge in Portland, Ren Cannon, says they are helpful.
So we hear often, on the tragedies that we weren't able to prevent. It's an important thing to remember that there's a lot of tragedies that are being prevented through things like Safe Oregon and these task forces and this information sharing.
Now, Safe Oregon says more funding is desperately needed. They're going to ask the legislature for about $2 million. That will help pay for the expansion of the tip line and to hire more threat assessment coordinators. Safe Oregon says those coordinators will be placed regionally throughout the state. They receive categories and prioritize those tips. Now, Safe Oregon is an open application. Anyone can submit a tip, including parents. All you have to do is go to safeoregon.com, click report a tip, and fill out the information that's prompted. Live in Happy Valley, Chris Lytle, K2 News.
Chris, thank you. An Oregon City High School student exposes a racist message he says a classmate posted online. Now the district is investigating. Last night, Eric Diaz says he noticed a classmate posted a shocking tweet. It contained screen grabs of an Instagram post that appeared to be from a fellow student. It's disturbing, but the post says in part, "These N-words can't even confront about anything to my face. It's not our effing fault. Africa sold you guys out, so the N-words can come to the U.S. and pick cotton and expletive."
I decided to speak out on it on social media and to let everyone know that that's not what Oregon State High School is all about.
A district spokesman sent us a statement saying in part, any student posting a message like this on social media has violated the student code of conduct and is subject to disciplinary action. Last month, an African-American father says he and his kids found racist stickers along Myers Road near the school. In 2016, there were multiple incidents involving Oregon City students making racial slurs as well as a walkout.
Happening right now, Gresham police are searching for a missing elderly man with dementia. 80-year-old Billy Ray Williams was last seen at his home on Saturday. He frequently rides TriMet buses and visits downtown Portland. Williams was last seen wearing a black and gray top hat, a leather jacket, and tan dress slacks. And if you see him, call Gresham police.
Lawmakers in Washington one step closer to police reform. Coming up, what the changes would require officers to do.
Plus, President Obama made it illegal to bring elephant trophies into the U.S. And coming up, how President Trump is changing that rule and who will be allowed to do it. Dave?
Blue skies, sunshine today, and very spring-like weather. Can we squeeze one more day of this? With the forecast coming right up.
Plus, some of them gave up months of their lives. Coming up, how people from the Pacific Northwest made a difference in Puerto Rico months after Hurricane Maria devastated the island.
More power, more tech, and for a limited time, more savings. Get $4,000 cash back on a 5-star crash-rated special edition Escape, starting at just $24,845. With a powerfully efficient EcoBoost engine, Sync 3 with Ford Pass, intelligent 4-wheel drive, and a touchscreen for music and more. Save big on a feature-packed Escape and experience the best our state has to offer. Now get $4,000 cash back on a special edition Escape, starting at just $24,845. Only at your local Ford store.
How you doing? How am I doing? Well, I'm with my wingman and my wingwoman, and we haven't looked at our phones in almost an hour. We have some fried cheese-filled snacks on the way. We're gonna play some video lottery, and even if we don't win, the lottery does good things, so it's all good. Okay then, I'll check on those jalapeno poppers. Oh, nice. Video lottery makes fun more fun.
Lottery games are based on chance and should be played for entertainment only, not investment purposes.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time event. Friday through Sunday. Clark County Event Center at the fairgrounds. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in one day only. New 2018 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Friday through Sunday. Clark County Event Center at the fairgrounds, Ridgefield. Free admission. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Just rolling in. It's the 60th annual Portland Metro RV Show at the Expo Center, March 7th through the 11th, with the best deals in the Northwest. Visit PortlandMetroRV.com for 2-for-1 admission coupons and details on how you can win free gas cards. Just imagine where it might take you.
Switch from your big bank to Advantis Credit Union and be part of a local financial co-op that helps you save more. With Fusion Checking from Advantis, you'll earn an incredible 1.75% APY. Pay no monthly fee and get your ATM fees refunded. Combine that with caring financial advice and mobile banking that makes it easy. And you get what Advantis is all about, helping you reach your goals. Switch today and start earning an incredible rate. Advantis Credit Union. With us, you can.
The Trump administration appears to be reversing an Obama-era policy on big game trophies. President Obama banned hunters from bringing back things like elephant tusks and lion heads. But documents from the Interior Department suggest that is changing. The memo said permits will be issued depending on the size of the animal population. Applications will be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. Last year, the president halted a similar policy change. He said he wanted to review all conservation facts.
A winter storm pummeling the East Coast today. In Massachusetts, the winds sent the water crashing into seawalls along the coast. Look at that. Homes on the other side were flooded. Some residents reported having 4 feet of water in their basement. And in the city of Duxbury, the ocean got so unruly it collapsed a section of the seawall. That is unbelievable.
Pretty stunning video. Let's go to meteorologist Dave Selesky. I promised Deb a nice sunset. Can you come through on that one?
I can deliver your promise for Deb.
And for our viewers.
And for our viewers. There you go. You can see it right there.
That's pretty.
52 degrees and a gorgeous evening, as you can see. South-southeast winds, just 5 miles an hour. Let's go over the Oregon coast right now. A few more clouds you can see and a little bit of that late afternoon, early evening haze showing up along the ocean beaches. 53 the current temperature. And we also have east winds there at about 8 miles an hour. Okay. Highs today, very nice. Very, very nice for this time of the year. Over on the east side, you have Pendleton today at 52 degrees. There's Redmond, 58. Vancouver hit 59. Just up the road in Camas, you reached 60, as did Florence. Down the Willamette Valley, Eugene, 54, and Salem at 56 degrees. Now, overnight tonight, again, we're going to have overnight lows dropping back down into the 30s in many locations. A little warmer, I think, in the immediate metropolitan area, but some of the outlying areas like Forest Grove could drop down 33, 35, 36 degrees. Vancouver about 38. And dropping down into the 30s and low 40s down along the I-5 corridor. Now, the good news is, even with some increased clouds coming on shore for tomorrow, we will be warming up, and I think highs tomorrow back up into the upper 50s. In some locations, like down around Wilsonville, might crack 60, 62 degrees. Same thing down towards Salem. I think PDX tomorrow, right around 57 to 58, and also by 58, 59 degrees in the Vancouver area, then cooling back down, of course, after sunset. Now, I'm going to bring in the hour-by-hour forecast. The day starts out pretty darn good. A little chilly, but under fair skies. There we are at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, throughout the day, we'll begin to see some increased high clouds out there. By 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, partly to mostly cloudy skies. So again, we're dry with increasing clouds. So still, temperatures looking pretty good for tomorrow on Wednesday. And again, rain developing on the south and central coast by about 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. That rain advances over us by about midnight. We have rain falling across the metropolitan area, light amounts of precipitation. Let's go into Thursday. Here's the cold front with this system. It slides on through the area. So we're going to have rain much of the day on Thursday, and then showers on Friday before that returns late in the week. High pressure building back in, which should allow for a pretty darn nice weekend. By Thursday evening, though, a little word of caution if you're traveling over the Cascades. We'll have some snow, perhaps as low as 2,500 to 3,000 feet in the Cascades of Oregon and southwestern Washington. So your 7-day forecast tonight, 34. Tomorrow's high for PDX at 58 degrees. Could be a little warmer down the Willamette Valley. There's that rain all day on Thursday and 55. Lingering showers and some sun breaks on Friday, 55 for a high. Looking at the weekend, looks pretty darn nice. 58 on Saturday, 63 on Sunday. That'll be a nice, warmest day so far for the year. Don't forget, we spring ahead Sunday morning or Saturday night, depending upon how you want to work that, with your clock, set them ahead 1 hour.
Just make sure and call me, Dave. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We have some breaking news. This is just from the Associated Press right now. The Trump administration is suing to block California laws that extend protections for immigrants living in the United States illegally. The Justice Department says those laws hinder immigration authorities and are unconstitutional. This move is just the latest volley in an escalating feud between the Trump administration and the state of California. Will continue to follow this.
Also, it could be a groundbreaking move for women everywhere. The FDA has approved an at-home test that could detect some forms of breast cancer. How that works coming up.
Plus, he died of cancer a couple of years ago, but his life is still inspiring others. Coming up, how a local woman hopes you can help her tell her husband's amazing story to the world.
K2 Weather is brought to you by A.
Bill Shanley here for Granite Transformations. Transform your kitchen with the new quartz granite or recycled glass over your existing countertops. Call today for your free consultation. 503-567-1370.
Need a neck lift? The lipo-lifted aesthetic medicine can permanently remove body fat and tighten skin in a single easy procedure. Take advantage of 0% financing with payments as low as $150 per month.
Visit drdarm.com, then call for a free consultation.
It's the Vancouver Women's Show, March 10th and 11th at the Clark County Event Center. Grab your girlfriends and come relax, rejuvenate, and reignite your inner you. Over 80 exhibitors to get you motivated about health, nutrition, beauty, fitness, fashion, and more. Daily giveaways, speakers, entertainment, dance instruction, cocktail hour, and the list goes on. Celebrating and connecting women. It's the Vancouver Women's Show at the Clark County Event Center. Show opens daily at 10 a.m. Discount coupon at vpshows.com.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2018 inventory. Clark County Event Center at the fairgrounds. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Friday through Sunday. Clark County Event Center at the fairgrounds, Richfield. Free admission. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Innovative tech, head-turning style, and for a limited time, an incredible deal. Get $4,000 cash back on a 5-star crash-rated Special Edition Edge, starting at just $28,210. With an EcoBoost engine to keep you driving, sync tech to keep you connected, and intelligent all-wheel drive to keep you in control. From the great outdoors to the city streets, see it all with an affordable feature-packed Edge. Now get $4,000 cash back on a Special Edition Edge, starting at just $28,210. Only at your local Ford store.
Dave's Garage Doors, local and family owned since 1981. Let us install your new garage door or opener. Mention this ad and get $50 off a new door and $25 off a new opener. Visit davesgaragedoors.com today. We're big enough to count, but small enough to care.
K2 is your #1 choice in the morning, bringing you news and information that won't waste your time, keeping you prepared and getting you where you need to go faster with weather and traffic every 10 minutes. K2 News This Morning, the #1 way to start your day.
Well, it is easy to imagine why being blind might disqualify someone from flying an airplane. That reality was pretty devastating for a man that always dreamed of becoming a pilot.
K2's Lincoln Graves is here to explain how this man turned to a very different kind of flying instead, Lincoln.
So guys, this is the story of John Fleming. He is not here to tell it himself. He died in 2016 after battling lung cancer. But his wife, Darian, wants to tell it. She's trying to get a documentary made on her husband's ability to keep flying, one way or another.
He was an adrenaline junkie. He was a thrill seeker.
These videos prove it. Just a few tidbits from the thousands of times John Fleming jumped out of an airplane.
It's hard to describe, but like that first hill on a roller coaster.
But John was different from other thrill seekers. He had a challenge few others face.
You can't see your hand in front of your face, right? You can't see my hand in front of my face.
Well, John was a blind skydiver.
Skydiving was just a hobby. He had wanted to be a pilot. But when he learned degenerative eye conditions would eventually take his sight, dreams changed.
So then he had to give up flying. Then he had to give up driving. And he was bound and determined not to give up skydiving.
He and his skydiving buddies found ways to keep him in the air. He had audible altimeters. They used two-way radios, and someone on the ground would guide him down.
Let it fly. Where?
Darian now wants to tell John's story in a full-length documentary. A tribute to John, but also a potential inspiration to others.
So part of the purpose is to reach people with any kind of disability, to let them know your life isn't over.
3, 2, 1.
You can still
Nice, baby.
have fun and enjoy life and be happy.
On my leg? No, that was John. Now, Darian has pulled out all the stops to get this documentary made. She's looking for funding help. There's a website, a Facebook page, and a GoFundMe page, and a fundraiser is planned for the end of the month. That website is blindjohnmovie.com. We've linked to that and all the other sites on our website, KATU.com.
You know, Deb and I were talking earlier. That's a documentary we would love to see actually be made. I would watch that.
It should be an exciting thing. She's pretty determined. I think it'll happen.
Good stuff, Lincoln. Thank you.
Yeah.
More news is just minutes away. Gun lawsuit fallout. The Oregon officials saying some store's decision to raise the age you can buy a weapon violates the law. And unfit for service?
It's just setting us up for failure.
Why the Pentagon says more and more potential troops can't make the cut. Plus, toddlers and technology.
They cling to it much, much more.
We investigate whether kids who can barely speak are becoming obsessed with tablets. It's all just minutes away.